For years, I have tried to make Captain America shield. I've been trying to do it since I was pretty much 9 or 10. And I don't exactly remember how I got into Captain America. I knew I was a Batman fan from when I was a kid because my grandmother had the Batman the Animated Series, the first 3 episodes on VHS. They had the Scarecrow one, the Poison Ivy one, and then the Man-Bat one. But that's besides the point. We're not here to talk about Batman. That's a whole different video, which hopefully we'll get to. I don't remember how I got into Captain America. I just remember reading all the comic books and eventually going to the movie on my ninth birthday in 2011. Yeah, that was my 9th birthday because my grandmother took me to the movie theater and she bought me the disc launching shield before they got all popular and whatever. It was a little frisbee launching one. And it was cool. And then she got me the mask from the first Avenger. And I kept trying to make the shields basically up until now, and I haven't made any since. Most of them are made out of cardboard. In fact, I did a series of videos of a whole afternoon of making the Captain America shield on my Master H2 page. If you want to go check out that cringiness, be my guest. I have the page in my featured channels. There's a whole playlist for Captain America, and it's in, I believe it's in DIY season 1 or 2. Good luck with that. I'm not going to put a description. But yeah, I haven't made the red and white one since that one. At least I bought it. The red, white, and blue circle one. I haven't made that one since. I bought it at a Halloween City at it was before Toys R Us closed. So if you live in Ipsy, it was the one in Arborland in front of Toys R Us. Yeah, that was depressing. Now that I think about it, my childhood is dying. Anyways, I bought it there for $20, I think, something like that. And my grandmother, I was there for a completely different thing. I was there to make the Batman Glide Cape, which is a whole different video on my Master H2 page, and one of my most viewed ones, so it's easy to find. I bought a cape, and at the same time I walked past it, I'm like, holy shit! And I saw the shield, and you don't understand, when I was 12 or 13, I was trying to make that thing non-stop. The shield I made was bad. The other shield I made out of an old Target was pretty good, because that was actually symmetrical for once, on all sides. On all angles it was perfect. Except the back. I was trying to make it for years, and to see it in the store, movie accurate, I thought it was worth it. And my grandmother, knew that I tried to make it, and she goes, you spent your money on the cape. I know damn well you want this. I'm gonna buy it for you. I'm like, oh, thank you. That was pretty much her reaction. Yes! So I walk to the counter, and I get the shield, and I go to her house after that, and the shield was pretty much just a red plastic, 2-foot wide frisbee that had 2 little elastic straps on the inside of it. They were this far apart, and they would go over your hand here and over your wrist. And if you held the shield straight up, it was so flimsy that you could wiggle it, and it would sound like those sheets they use for thunder in plays, that wiggle kind of thing. I don't know the exact noise, and I sound like an idiot, I know. But hopefully you know what I'm talking about. When I could shake it and it would wobble like that, and it was funny at first, and then I thought about it, I spent $20 on this piece of shit. Because I paid her back. I wasn't going to let her just spend money on a piece of plastic, because she did that for 12 years for me. Or up until 12 years, because I started buying stuff of my own, so she'd have to spend money on me. And I put it in the garage for years, and I eventually brought it out just to trace out the diameter of it, so I could get the round shield, which is another video. That was actually a video before this one. I put it back in the garage, and basically up until I made the Infinity Gauntlet, I didn't touch it, not at all. Didn't even bother with it. And so that was my sophomore year of high school, so I let it sit in the garage for a little over a year since the last time I actually used it, and that was making the round shield. So I brought it out, and there's photos on Instagram. You guys can check them out. There's always a link to my Instagram page in the description below, so you can always check that out. There's pictures of it before I changed the back of the shield, and what I did is I took an EVA foam, and I cut out the diameter of the silver ring, which you'll see in a minute, and I glued it in place, and I didn't have metallic spray paint at that point, so I just spray painted it black, which was stupid on my part. And then I took 2 black belts, and I just made little loops that were bigger than the actual elastic one, and you could adjust those, At the time they were adjustable, and I just had duct tape to make the brackets that are on the side of the shield. It was bad. You can check it out. There's photos of it. Not proud of that one. However, I am proud of what I did to make the front of the shield, and I spent 6 or 8 hours, and I was up till 2 in the morning painting the front of the shield, and there's photos of that as well. I brought it home, and I let it, and then, no, not even that. The next morning, I thought, let's make the heater shield, and I'll show that one before I do the round shield. And I cut it out of the same wood, well, a little bit thinner wood than the original round shield that I made, the green one in my other video, and I made the heater shield. It's movie accurate sizes. Difference is it's not thick like the brass one that he had in the movie. I tried to get as accurate as I could with the design. The stars are a little bit off, but everything else is just about perfect. It didn't have a belt on it for a long time. It just had the front and then the cutout, and it was sitting on my wall like an ornament. I used some duct tape and slapped it on there, and it was hanging up for months. And then I took it down and said, let's put a belt on it. So now you can actually hold it. I'm really happy with that. So yeah, that took maybe 45 minutes. And it was just tracing out some stuff, and I was trying to be as symmetrical as possible. And I think I nailed it. So I took that home, and then I took the round shield home, and I looked at it, and my junior year, I completely stripped the back out. I took the belts off that were black, I took all the duct tape off, and I just completely threw everything away. And I was watching Michael Reeves the entire time I'm putting it back together, and I was watching his Screaming Roomba video, and I was laughing my ass off, and I'm trying to spray paint. I ended up spray painting my whole arm up to here. I was holding it like this, and I moved down because of laughing really hard, and went right up the side of my arm. So the entire back is now like an aluminum color, nice and polished metal, and then I sprayed the front of it so it reflects just a little bit, just a little bit. And then I left a lot of the black and bullet smudges or paint chippings away, and I took an old belt and I glued it to the back of the EVA foam. This time it was the right color, and I cut it up. This one's not adjustable though. That's the bad thing. It's not adjustable. I cut it up and glued it in place. And then I took some cardboard, put it on top of the belts so it looked like the brackets, and then I was done. I'm happy with it. I haven't changed it since. So I'm hoping my camera can get this. Oh, it can. Look at the reflections. Look at that. That's perfect. I spent hours trying to get this perfect, and there's little blemishes and marks. If I get closer, you can see it. There you go. I spent so long trying to get this paint job to look right. And I was basing it off of the Avengers when he had all the stuff chipped off, and I wasn't going to put a lot of the black on there because you can see there's remnants of it on the edge. There was just a lot that I smudged on there with my hand, and then I took a Sharpie and I put it in the crack so it looked even deeper because it had a black line in there. And I tried that with the star. It didn't turn out as well as I thought, but everything else is just perfect, and it's reflecting so much light. It's funny. The back is, like I mentioned, all silver. The EVA foam is still there. You can see some remnants if I hold it straight up in the light. You can see some chips away from where the foam was originally glued to the belts. There is a red spot back here. That was a piece of plastic that chipped off. I don't remember how that fell off, but it chipped off and I glued it back on and haven't painted it since. Yeah, this thing, it's got one chip, but I don't think that matters because endgame, we saw how that happened. It's not adjustable. I just took the piece of the belt and literally just slid it on the belt. I took the adjustable portion of it, took the clip out, and then just slid it onto the belt. So it's screwed in place. It's glued in place as well. So I doubt I can actually take this to a Comic-Con because there's metal in it. I don't know. I know you're not allowed to have metal weapons. I don't know if this is considered as a metal weapon because it's just screws. And the only time I've thrown this was once or twice, and I busted the entire back out of it, which was a different story. But yeah, you can see I spent a lot of time trying to repaint this and make it look like it's been beat up as possible. And I'm really happy how it turned out. I've had people ask to buy this. Never. I'm never selling this. If anything, I'm just going to take it with me and hang it on my wall or something. Never getting rid of this or the Infinity Gauntlet or Mjolnir, so don't ask. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, which one is better. I personally like the round one, but I've made this one. So this is a completely originally hand-built and this one is store-bought. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe today, and make sure to click that bell icon to receive notifications from every time I upload. Otherwise, that is it. Have a nice day.